Hello everyone, I'm Jeffrey.
I'm Jacob.
And we are Maple Leaf Reviews.
Yes, we are.
Coming to you with another before and after, which is explained to our lovely viewers.
Okay, so our before and after is our expectations of a game before we've ever played it. So what we're anticipating, we're going to see, feel about the game, and then we're going to play it one time, and we're going to give you our first impressions of what it was like after that one play.
And today, that game is Vinhos.
Vinhos.
I really like Vital Lacerda's games.
Yeah.
The Gallerist that came out last year was super awesome. And then this year it came out with the Deluxe Edition of Vinhos, which I picked up at Essen from Vital himself.
Yeah, exactly. You were telling me.
So we're going to be playing the 2016 edition. The deluxe version comes with two different kind of versions of the game. And Vital himself told me to play the 2016 version first. So if anyone gives me any flack for playing that one, I'm going to say I was told by the designer, so I'm going to listen to him.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's some good feedback there.
Exactly. So yeah, I like his heavier, well, all of his games are heavy. And I feel that they incorporate the theme really well. And after reading the rulebook of this one, I feel like this is no exception. You're all the things you're doing, like if you're getting more vineyards, means you're growing more grapes. So you have more grapes to choose from to produce more high quality wine.
Yeah.
If you have more farmers, they can pick better grapes, which also increases the quality. So all these little things of theme are built into mechanics, which I think I will really like when I play it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to feel as though I'm working in a vineyard and I'm going to be creating these wines. The theme is kind of jumping off the table there from the explanation that you gave me.
The one thing that, and I've noticed this with quite a few games lately, that every time I read the rulebook, I'm just like, oh, really? Is the limited number of actions you get.
Right.
So in this game, you're going to get like 12 actions over the course of the game.
I thought it was 16.
No, just 12.
Okay.
So in games, I want to do more.
Right.
So the only thing that I'm kind of held back a little bit in my excitement for this game is if at the end of the game I don't feel like I accomplished enough.
Right.
But there are some places where you can get bonus actions and things like that. So I'm hoping that won't be an issue, but that is my one little hesitation going into it, is that I won't feel like I've done enough at the end of the game.
Right. I kind of want the medium ground when it comes to that sort of thing. I like being kind of tight on actions and feeling like, I can't quite get to where I want to be.
Yeah.
That makes me want to come back and play the game more. Whereas if I'm like overflowing with all the stuff that I can do, I find that the game kind of drags.
Yeah.
Now, 12 actions.
Pretty small.
That's not a lot of actions. I was kind of thinking the same thing when you were talking to me about it. However, I think also there's several free actions that you can get in this game. Just tweaks, little things here and there. I think that might supplement the fact that you only have 12 major actions.
Yeah, I think it's similar to like Grand Austria.
Sure.
Where you get 18 actions in the game, but at the end of that game, you feel like you've done a lot more because of all the bonus. That's what I'm kind of hoping that this one will feel like.
Right.
Is at the end of the 12 actions, I'll be like, I felt like I did a lot more than 12 actions worth in the game.
Sure, yeah.
All right, well, is that all you wanted to say for your initial expectations?
Yeah. I mean, I'm expecting to enjoy this game. I think just because of what I just explained, how there aren't many actions and I'm going to feel pressed for time. There's lots going on. I think this is also going to feel like very much a learning game because there's lots of interconnections here and there.
Well, exactly. I think you need to be efficient and have a plan because if you're wasting 3 of your 12 actions, well, that's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So knowing where you want to go with things will make the second play even more enjoyable. You might even be able to get more done in the second and third play because you have a plan and you're gonna follow your plan.
Right. So I kind of expect that after this first game, I'm gonna want to play the game right away again.
Right.
Just because I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, now I understand. It's not gonna give me kind of a full grasp of the game enjoyment wise.
All right. Well, let's get it to the table and then we'll come back and see what we think of Vinhos.
All right. Let's do it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We just finished our first play of Vinhos. A little bit of background to our first play. We played 2-player.
Yes.
The 2016 version, not the 2010.
Right.
And we played the first game in an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, it went by pretty quick. I was happy with that.
Yeah, I think the time will go down significantly.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
In a second play, because there was a lot of me looking through the rulebook trying to figure out a few things.
Yeah, little slight rules. What's the call on this? That type of thing.
And some indecision of, what do I want to do?
Yeah. I cannot waste this action. I only have 12.
There was one I was like, I need to do something, but there's very little that I could do. So I was like, okay, I just need to do something, because just passing would have been brutal.
Yeah, I think there was 1-2 actions maybe that I just kind of threw away because I didn't have a good play to do. And I don't know if that was poor calculation to me or I just accomplished everything that I could possibly do in that round. And I was just kind of satisfied.
One thing I didn't realize, well, when you start the game, you start off with quite a bit of money. Like, the first player is like $19, then $20.
Just for your first action.
And then I was like, oh man, I got tons of money. Like, I won't need money for a while. After the first year, I was like, I have no money left.
I'm literally broke.
I'm literally out of cash.
Yeah.
And then you need to take an action to sell your wine tiles to get more money. And then your wine tiles are used for a whole bunch of different things, like exporting, selling, using them to get those action tiles, the magnate tiles, and endgame scoring tiles. So you need them for a lot. Yeah. And to actually put them into the fair. So having to get rid of them for money, I mean, you can get rid of the small, crappy ones, but then you're not getting much money. That was a tough decision I found, is when I wanted to get money, do I use this high-value one?
Right.
But that's going to be worth more points if I try to export it or submit it to the fair.
Exactly.
But then I just ended up using like these small value ones. And I didn't get very much out of it.
Yeah, because you want to be ahead on the fair because the spread of points there for first, second, and third is pretty big.
Yeah.
Especially in a 2-player game, first player gets the first player scoring, second player gets actually the third player scoring. So in round 2, it was an 8-point spread between first and second, which is big.
The endgame score was only 4 points off. Yep. So being 4 points off is not very much when it's a 100-plus score game.
Exactly, yeah.
And so any little points you can get here and there could make a big difference.
Yeah, it was pretty tight. Pretty tight game.
So yeah, I like that a bit. I like that there were some tough decisions in how you wanted to use these wine tiles and the tight resources of the money, which I like that a lot.
Yeah, it was really good. Did you feel that you didn't have any actions in the game?
No, I felt that I was able to accomplish some things. I think with another play, like you had mentioned, I think I'd be able to accomplish even more.
Right. Because
I wouldn't just be wasting things here and there. I'd be more focused on what I want to do.
Exactly.
Plus, with the actions you can get from the wine expert tiles, you can get a few bonus actions there, as well as the green magnate tiles. You can get some even more bonus actions that you can use several times throughout the game. So I felt like I was able to get something accomplished, and I think more plays would make me more efficient, so I feel like I get even more done.
Yeah, I agree completely. I never felt that I had an abundance of actions, but at the same time, I didn't feel very limited either. Yeah. It was just kind of, okay, I'll do this, and that gets me this stuff. And whenever you take an action space, you actually get to take that action twice for majority of them. Yeah. So it feels like you're doing 2 actions in one, really. And
also with some of the vineyard tiles that you buy, you also get a bonus for that.
Sure,
you also get like a bonus cellar or a winery or things like that. So yeah, I felt like although you get 12 like turns, basically, you can still get a lot accomplished within that turn.
Exactly. Now, did you feel that this was definitely a learning game and you had no kind of guidance of where you needed to go and what you needed to do? Or were you just kind of focused and, hey, I got this figured out in game 1?
Well, I think by the end of the game, for sure, I felt that way.
Right.
Also...
Which way?
I felt that I had it figured out by the end of the first game. Even throughout the game, I mean, we maxed out on that fair track. So I think we knew what the goal was, and I still think we did really well. But I think more plays, I'd just be getting more efficient at it.
Exactly.
So we mentioned about the theme, about how the theme is built into this game. Did you feel the theme when you were playing?
Yeah. I mean, I did feel like, okay, I'm sending out these workers to improve the quality of my wine. One of my favorite mechanisms was actually the weather mechanism.
Yeah, I was going to mention that one.
And how it tailors how good your grapes are going to grow and the quality of the wine that you can produce that year. So you need to kind of figure out, should I focus on producing good wine and getting lots of guys in my vineyards to maximize production, or should I put that off a year or a couple months, I guess, and see what the weather is like next month and try then? Is that also going to be a crappy month?
Exactly.
It's tough.
Because
cool.
you know what the weather is for that year, so you can see what you're going to produce that year, but the next year you don't know what the weather is going to be like. It could be really good, and that also plays into... do you wait to produce wine that year, then use that wine to send to the fair?
Right.
Because it's going to be a really good year?
Mm-hmm.
Or you're like,
let it age from turn to turn.
Well, that was the other thing is I want to use these wine tiles to do all these different actions, but the longer you leave them there, the more they age, so the better they get. Yeah. So it's also that of, do I want this now, or can I just hold off just a little bit to make it a little bit better later on, which was also really cool.
Yeah, and like getting those bonus tiles, you had to have wine to basically sell off to earn these bonus tiles. So you want to keep your wine around for that as well.
Yeah.
So you always need wine in your cellars. I was like, I had no wine. I was just like, get rid of it, sell it. I need money. I need bonus tiles. I need this, that. I need something for the fair.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Yeah, and one other thing I wanted to mention was that I realized how important going first is. In this game, especially when you're going to the fair. If you can get to the fair first, because those renown cubes in each of the regions are up for anybody to use.
Sure, yes, yeah.
If you pull all those off, then you're going to increase the value of your wine, but the other person isn't going to be able to. Plus, getting first pick of those in-game scoring or bonus action tiles can be pretty crucial if there's a really good one out there for you. As well as... if the action you want to go to, nobody is there. If you're going second, if someone takes that action before you, you're going to pay them money to take that action. So I found turn order was very important in this game.
Yeah, I would say that as well. I was second for, I think, the entirety of the game.
I think there was one round
I was first, or like even just one turn. It wasn't even a round. No. It was just like for one action I was first, and then after that I was back to second. I didn't feel crippled. Like it didn't hurt me at all, but I saw, you were taking this tile. I wanted to get there first for in-game scoring tiles so I could grab this, and you managed to switch it around on me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get that. I think that might have even made the game.
And also, when you export, because there's limited number of spaces, and in a two-player game, if you get 2 in a column, you're going to guarantee yourself majority.
Sure.
So if you take that action before someone else and put 2 in that column, boom, I have majority. There's nothing you can do about that, and that's bonus points at the end of the game.
Again, you get to take the action twice, so if you have the available wine, you can just go boom, boom, you have majority.
Yeah.
I guess in a 4-player game or a 3-player game, there's more spots.
There's 4 rows in each column.
Yeah, 4x4 instead of a 3x3 grid in a 2-player game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would change a little bit the dynamic in a 4-player game.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like this. I'm happy to play it again right now.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is, I have my hipster wine hat on. I needed a glass of wine to be drinking while I played this.
When you play this,
I'm disappointed now.
When you play this one or Viticulture, you need a glass of wine.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to make that happen.
All right. Well, if that sounded interesting to you, check out Vinhos.
Yes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would greatly appreciate it.
You can also follow us on Twitter @MeepleLeaf, and in the description down below, you can go to Board Game Links, give us some hearts so other people can find us.
All right. See you guys next time.
Take care.